Hi guys, welcome back to Benmore CrossFit at home. We have got a great workout today. So we've got a skills day. Skills days are really important because they give us the foundations that we can use in the workouts whenever we run and we race and we do all the crazy things that we love to do.
Run, race, everything.
So what have we got? We've got a 15-minute EMOM. Erin, do you know what EMOM stands for?
Every minute on the minute.
Every minute on the minute, exactly. So every minute on the minute, you're going to do as many handstand push-ups as you can, you're going to do as many pistols as you can, and you're going to do as many double unders as you can. Now, there's no option for single unders, okay? So single unders, not an option. So, how does the structure work? Well, it means that set your timer. On the first minute, you do handstand push-ups, timer beeps, then in the second, you do your pistols, the third, it beeps, you do your double unders, it beeps again, and you go back to handstand push-ups. So ultimately, we'll do 5 rounds of this whole thing, okay? So it's very time-bound, it's very focused, it's very concentrated skills development day. Importantly, I would suggest that you pick one that you want to focus on. So for me today, it was on my pistols because I'm not very good at them. So what I did was I made sure that I was working for the whole minute on my pistols, and if it meant that I ate into maybe a little bit of my double under time, or I stopped my handstand push-ups a little bit early just to get myself prepped, that was okay because my focus was on pistols. So I would suggest that you think of what's the one that you really want to focus on today, and you make sure that you work on that for the full minute, and then if you eat into the time on the others just ever so slightly, that's okay. Alrighty, so I'm going to start with a warm-up. Regular, I haven't put it on the board here, but regular 4 minutes of cardio, of running, double undering, single undering, and whatever you've got. 4 minutes, cardio, get your heart rate up, get your body all warmed up. Are we ready to go, Erin?
Yes.
We're ready to go. Okay, so our warm-up, Erin's going to help demo the warm-up, which is 10 air squats, followed by 5 pass-through, followed by 5 strict press per set. So we're going to set up for our, Erin's going to copy me, so we're going to set up for our air squats. And we start with our feet just about hip width apart. And whenever we do this with kids, thumbs up if you think CrossFit's cool, thumbs on your shoulders if you think you're cool. Put your feet below your thumbs, straight line from your thumbs to your feet. Shoot, 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 shoot me, shoot me, shoot me, shoot me, shoot me, shoot me, shoot me. Alrighty. And then what do? We sit down and stand up, and we sit down, and Erin's really good at putting her hands in front of her as if the sun was shining in her eyes. Oh! I'm not so good at that. Alrighty, so 10 air squats, followed by 5 pass-through. Erin, show me a bum in the air. Nice, look at that. Look at that, and can you stand up? Okay.
Yeah,
So, I'm going to, Erin, you copy me doing this one, alright? But you maybe just do it in front of me. So, you stay there. So we start with our legs about shoulder width apart this time. We keep our legs straight, nice and straight.
Until you don't bend them.
We don't bend them, that's right. And we bend over, we fold over onto the floor. We walk out into our plank position.
I've done all these before.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep walking out there. Keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. No, don't move your feet, just keep walking into your plank position. That's it. Now put your bum in the air. And then from here, you put our bums in the air, like we're doing a downward dog. Our focus isn't so much on keeping our heels on the ground, because our focus, and I would like to do it myself, is focus on keeping us straight back. So we really stick our bums in the air, poking our heads through, and a slight twist to the left, a slight twist to the right, and keeping our legs as straight as we can. We come back up again. Awesome. Alrighty, so 10 air squats, 5 pass through, and then 5 strict press per side. Strict press, take an object.
You could take this little black one.
Doesn't have to be heavy. we start with our elbows out in front of us. Show me those guns again. All right. How tight is your tummy? Super tight. How tight is your bum? Super tight. And we take the weight, woo, and push it over our head. And we keep our elbow out in front. All right. Keep that elbow out in front. Okay, so 5 strict press per side. So you warm up, 10 air squats, 5 pass through, 5 strict press per side. Repeat that 3 times. Okay. Now we're going to do our pipe routine. Erin, do you want to do the pipe routine too?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Or you do this one.
Right. So, Erin, you just stand there and you copy, you do what I do. So we're going to put the pole so it's as straight up and down as possible. We're going to take our right hand and put it at the top. And we're going to bend it. And in the same way, whenever we were doing the pass-throughs on the ground, we're thinking about getting our upper backs as flat as possible, and we're pushing the pipe away from us as much as possible. And we push the pipe, in this case, because my right hand is on top, I push it over to the left. How's my back looking, Sarah?
It's looking good.
Okay. So we hold that for 30 seconds, then we put our other hand on top. Make sure our arms are as straight as we can get them. And we push the pipe over to our right in this case. Okay. Next part of the pipe routine. Start with our pipe at our crease. That's it. Keep your elbows nice and straight down. Full grip on the bar. Just don't let go. Hold on tight.
It's
Okay.
like ice cream cones.
Now imagine you've got ice cream cones for arms. They don't bend. Ice cream cones don't bend. Because what happens if they bend?
They crack.
They crack, and we don't want cracked arms. So we keep our ice cream cones as straight as possible. And we lift it over the top of our head. Keep going. And all the way around. And then all the way back again. But no breaking ice cream cones, okay? And we do that 10 times. Okay, then from here, we're going to do another variation of this where we keep one side of the pipe planted. Oh, those ice cream cones are broken.
Oh.
Alright? And we take our hand and we pass it around the front of our face, around the back of our head, and back around again. Don't break the ice cream cones. Okay. So the best way to think about this, and I know some of you do canoe properly, but I often think about this as like canoeing, like this. But we're just going round the back. And for those of you who canoe properly, you can critique me. Okay, so we're going to start off with the stretch like this for 30 seconds per side. Then we're going to do 10 backwards and forwards. And then we're going to do 5 round the whirls anti-clockwise, 5 round the whirls clockwise, and repeat the whole thing twice. And yes, no breaking the ice cream cones. Alrighty?
And not bend your arms, that's how you do it.
Okay, and then from here, we're going to open up our hips and our ankles. I'm going to use a weight for this, and you don't need anything for this one. No, you just come and sit down here with me. So first, if we take our weight and sit down into our squat, you come and sit in your squat. Okay? And we just move over from one side to the other and just find the spots that feel tight. Now for me, if I open up and go wide, I start to feel tight on the inside tops of my groins. Top of my groin, not tops of my groin. And again, I'm just going to noodle backwards and forwards here. And I'm going to spend approximately a minute, 90 seconds, just noodling around, finding the spots that feel tight. Okay, from here we're now going to do our ankle opener. So we're going to sit down, we put our toes in line with our knees. We put approximately a fist's worth of space between the two. Yeah? So you bring your, look at the space. Is there this much space? There's that much space. Okay. And we push our knee out over the front of our toe. And we keep our heel flat on the ground. Now I'm going to take the weight. Erin doesn't need the weight. I'm going to put the weight on my knee. I'm just going to push. I'm going to push my knee over the front of my toes. Can you do that? Push your knees out. Take your knee and push it out over the front. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep your heel on the ground. Is your heel still on the ground? Keep pushing, 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 pushing. Alrighty. And ultimately, we will do that on both sides. There we go. And we'll do it for 30 seconds. Now my ankle on my right side is much tighter at the moment than it is on my left side. And I think that's because I used to ride my bike very badly and hurt my ankles on a regular basis. Particularly this right one. Alright. Okay. The last thing we're going to do before we get into the skill drills is a little bit of wrist prep. So, I'm going to show you these 4 positions quite quickly, and I would suggest that you spend at least 1 minute in each of them, okay? So I'm just going to show you from like 10 seconds. So the first one, you start off with our wrists like this, and we just move from left to right. Yep, and the really important thing is that our fingers are flat. Now, what I find is that whenever I move from left to right, my body is looking to create a little bit more slack in the whole system and my fingers bend. So I have to focus all up on keeping my palm completely flat on the floor and my fingers completely flat on the floor. So that's position number 1. Position number 2, and we come backwards and forwards. So we put our shoulders out over the tops of our fingers. Okay, and again, keeping my fingers flat. The next one, we turn them all the way around. Put our fingers back. And we come back to ourselves. I really get that one here. Okay. And then the last one is we go onto our wrists. And we make sure that our elbows are completely straight. There we are. Okay. And we come towards us to increase the stretch. Alright, so spend approximately 1 minute going through each of those. Now, let's very quickly come back to the whiteboard and let's talk through our various handstand push-up options. Okay, first of all, we're going to go through seated press. If you can easily do the seated press, then we're going to go on to either a box or a chair. You're going to be doing this at home. A chair pike push-up. Do it on our knees. If you can do it on your knees, we'll go to our toes. From there, if you can kick up, then we'll go on to a handstand push-up. Okay? So that's the progression. And ultimately, in the workout, you will go through this and go, I can do this, but I can't go any further. That's fine, no problem. So let's start off with a seated press. I need to get another, I'll just demo with these 2 weights. Okay. So find 2 weights. Set up against the wall. You gonna join me? Put your belt up against the wall. Make your back nice and flat. Take your weights, elbows where their elbows go, out in front, and push it up over our heads. Okay. Now, with this, if you can easily do 2 sets of 10, move on to the next thing. If you find this a real struggle, stick here. That's grand. you're moving your muscles through almost exactly the same range of motion as you do in a handstand push-up anyway. So that's the first option. Second option. Is to find a chair, or if you have a box, and you have a plyo box, use your plyo box. I don't imagine too many people have a plyo box kicking around the house. Or whatever platform you use for your box jumps. I'll just demo this one. Alright? Come on, this box. Knees in the box. Put your hands in. From here, lower yourself down. Push yourself up. Lower yourself down. Push yourself up. Now, where I'm looking for, my head makes a tripod position, okay? So I go from here, neutral. My head goes in front of my hands, and then it comes just along with my wrists. Okay. If that's okay, well, I'll need to come out of that. there we go.
That was easy.
If that's okay, onto your toes.
That was easy, right?
And I don't know if I forgot to ask Sarah, was my
The back was straight.
back was straight?
Yeah.
And I should be trying to make a straight line from my hips down to my wrists.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I might have been a little bit like that. Ultimately, you want to try and be as upright as you can. Okay, so if you can, so 2 sets of 10. If you can do 2 sets of 10, move on to pike push-ups. If you can do 2 sets of 5, do it on your toes. Move on here. Move on here. And that's your gateway then to practicing the next bit. Now, I'm going to do kick-ups.
I'm going to stand back.
So kick-up, I've done this quite a bit recently. Start off with your hands approximately 9 inches away from the wall, thereabouts. Around about shoulder width apart. Importantly, hands aren't like this, okay? So your hands are pointing forwards. I like to get into my sprinter ready position. And from here, I simply launch myself up, kick my legs up.
But try not to hurt yourself.
Toes together, bum tight. And if you want to, practice maybe just coming away from the wall a little bit. Try and find some balance. Okay. And
That's easy. Do it up together.
okay. If you find you can kick up easily, then move into handstand push-ups. Handstand push-ups, we're doing
I'm
this.
not doing it.
No, I don't think you're doing handstand push-ups. Just so start off in the same position. I lower myself slowly down.
Very slowly. Not
I put my bum against the wall. I bring my knees down. And then I kick and push.
Why not slowly?
And voila. Okay, so let's just, if you can kick up, if you can do 5 kick-ups, then move on to handstand push-up. I did it with a mat, and then if you can do 5 there, and move on to doing them completely flat. So, those are your handstand push-up options, getting options. Pistols. Okay, so, first of all, we start off with a really narrow squat. Erin, can you show me how you would squat down with your feet together?
Okay.
Alright, just sit down. Alrighty, and stand back up again. Nice.
That's easy.
Easy for you. Okay, so I should do that side up. So, feet are together. Yeah, you keep pointing that way. You sit down. Okay. You might find that's a real challenge, in which case, stick with those. If you can narrow squat relatively easy, then we're going to move on to a single leg step up. Now I'm going to do this in the box, but you might do it on the edge of a chair. You might have some crates, you might have a low wall around your house, whatever you've got. So literally, take one leg, put it on top of the platform, and then, oh, this box is a little bit wobbly here, hold on. From here, stand up, and just gently let yourself go down, and stand up. Okay. The important thing is that you're at the very bottom. So let's imagine I did have a platform that was just so high. I would still start down here, low like this. Okay. So in the workout, so in your warm up, can I do 10 narrow squats? Yes, I can. Okay. Can I do 5 per side single leg step ups? Maybe. And if you can't, if that's where you get to, great, then that's what you will do in the workout. Now, some scaling options for the pistol itself. Right. I will get Sarah to demonstrate the full pistol in a moment. I'll talk you through some scaling options. The first one is to start with your foot behind your leg, and you sit down into your squat and stand.
Easy.
And let's do it on the other side. That's one option. Another option is to take, if you have a plate, you can use a hard back hook. Trying to move this out of the way. Okay. So your heel is raised up. Watch out of the way out. Take your foot in front of you. Sit down. And stand. You can do it with a lower plate. Stand. Shall I try a whole pistol? Shall I try it? Right, can you show me how you can do it? Can you do it?
I know a pistol.
Well, it's just the same as we were doing. Can you try it? You know, put one foot out in front of you. Sit down. Alright, so should look something like this. And on my other leg, it looks like this. Oh! It doesn't look like that. So, Sarah's going to demo it properly.
Mine might look like that too.
You can do it.
I'll try.
Nice.
Cool. I don't know how the left one's going to go.
Nice.
That might be me today.
Okay, fair enough. So, the important thing to note in all of this, guys, is that there are options that help you go through the full range of motion depending on where you are. Okay, so as you can see, pistols are not my strength. So in the workout today, I did a combination of pistols, scale pistols with my foot behind my leg. I did a few on different height plates, and then I tried my best to do a few full pistols. So I did a kind of combination. And for me, the pistols really was the focus of my workout today. Okay, double unders.
I'm not doing
Your rope's just over.
Who's still on the rope? Here it
it.
is.
Not ready.
So I'm just going to start off with double unders, and then I'll break them into its various component parts. So the things that out, my chest is up. No, that. My chest is up when I'm double undering. I'm pogoing. I'm not kicking like this or kicking wildly behind me. So to break it into its various parts, let's start off with practicing this. Okay? And then we're going to start off, then we're going to do something different. We're going to jump up and we're going to go like this. Okay, because that's the rhythm that you use for your wrists. And then it's simply a case of just practicing. And we have done slow single unders before. I'm going to try and show you what those look like. So single unders. Oh, single unders. Slow single unders.
The boy didn't want you to go too fast.
So I'm skipping as slowly as I can. And what that forces me to do is it forces me to get some good height in my jump. And then once I've got that height in my jump, and I've got the timing from doing that, it's a case of just putting it together. And today is absolutely practice day, okay? So some of you in our last practice day moved from 0 to 1, which was magnificent. Today, if you move from 1 to 2, that's a 100% increase, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Erin, is there anything else that you think people at home should be thinking about? I don't think so. I think we're done. Okay, guys, really enjoy today's skills day. Enjoy the practice, and we'll see you for the next one. Bye.
Bye.